today. I am a role model, says Angel Reese. I take that seriously, says Angel Reese. Okay, fine. Girl, you're my angel. Okay, fine. Angel Reese is the example we want to set for the people that we are being role models to. Is the example that we want to set. If we don't get our way, we throw a temper tantrum. If we don't get our way, we throw a hissy fit.
Angel Reese gets cheered. Not for dropping buckets, not for leadership, but for literally quitting mid-game like it's some kind of masterclass in how not to inspire the next generation. Seriously, when did walking away become a highlight moment? It's like watching a motivational speaker drop the mic and storm off stage mid-speech, and somehow, the audience gives a standing ovation. Strap in, because this isn't about basketball anymore. This is about how to fail upward, and somehow get praised for it.
It is over. That is the last you will see Angel Reese in a Chicago Sky uniform with the antics and the stuff she pulled to end this season. She straight up quit on this team the last 3 games of the season, refused to play. She disrespected her teammates. Her teammates went back and fired back, letting it be known, hold on, shorty, we're not going for that. Now the Angel Reese stands invaded the Chicago game, screaming out, fire Jeff P, who is the GM.
Angel Reese is now living in a world where quitting earns louder cheers than hitting a game-winning 3. You'd think she just shattered records, signed autographs for kids, and donated her game check. But nope. The crowd went wild because she walked out. She literally took her ball and went home. And somehow, that's the moment fans decided to celebrate like she'd just clinched a championship. It's wild. The applause wasn't for excellence, it was for exit.
I'm all excited. Oh, I'm gonna watch my favorite player, Angel Reese, only to find out, oh, she's busy sticking it to the man. The Chicago Sky organization. Hey, why isn't Angel Reese playing, Mom, Dad? Well, she threw her teammates under the bus. The organization reprimanded her accordingly, and now she just quit on the team. Oh. Is this somebody I should be looking up to? No. Let's get out of here, son.
Quitting mid-game is the new definition of greatness. Then half the kids in youth leagues deserve MVP trophies. Every time little Timmy stomped off the court because the ref missed a call, he was apparently having his Hall of Fame moment. Who knew frustration and flouncing off were the new badges of honor? If this is the new standard, then sports as we know them might as well hand out participation awards for tantrums.
Fire Jeff. That is Jeff Pagliosa, the GM of the Chicago Sky. Damn. I can spot a nickel in the 3rd row, section C3. Angel Reese, you ain't selling no tickets. You ain't selling no tickets. I can spot a nickel right there. Right there. Listen, the Angel Reese fans letting it be known, they want this GM fired, y'all. This is not ideal. I pour my heart and soul into this job. I lose sleep over losing. If anyone is going to take the bullets, I'd rather be me over our head coach or our players. Jeff P out there on his own, man.
Forget practice. Forget conditioning. Forget hours of repetition and grind. Apparently, all it takes to trend now is a dramatic walk-off and a fan base willing to clap for bad behavior. The wildest part, Angel Reese wasn't supposed to be this. She was supposed to be the face of women's basketball, the symbol of grit, swagger, and evolution. The one proving that women's hoops could be just as electric, just as fierce, just as resilient as any men's game.
Are you frustrated with the organization or frustrated in general?
I don't think I'm frustrated. I probably am frustrated myself right now. I think the language is taken out of context, and I really didn't intentionally mean to put down my teammates because they've been through this with me throughout the whole year. They've busted their ass just how I busted my ass. They showed up for me through thick and thin and in the locker room when nobody could see anything. So I would apologize to my teammates,
But what are kids seeing instead? A masterclass in if it's hard, just quit. Nobody's watching for her box score anymore. They are watching to see when the next walk-off happens. Somewhere right now, a 7-year-old is practicing her dramatic exit shuffle because her idol made it look empowering. Think about that. Women's basketball has finally been gaining traction, visibility, respect. And then this happens. The crowd cheers like she just delivered a TED Talk on bravery. It's like applauding a firefighter who drops the hose and says, "You know what? Too hot today." You wouldn't cheer that. You'd ask what went wrong. But in today's upside-down sports culture, walking away gets you a standing ovation, and that's a dangerous precedent for anyone watching.
Angel Reese, she's shutting herself down for the rest of the season.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what? She's not gonna be missed.
No, that's ridiculous.
Here we go. Alabama versus Wisconsin. Alabama's ranked number 19 right now. I would take Alabama.
Like it or not, kids are paying attention. When they see Angel Reese clap back online one day and storm off the court the next, they are not learning perseverance, they are learning performance. Drama sells, anger trends, and the applause just fuels it more. Sure, every athlete has off days. Everyone cracks under pressure sometimes. But the cheering, that's the problem. Because when we celebrate quitting, we tell the next generation that attention matters more than endurance. It's not about teamwork anymore, it's about spotlight management. Forget grit, forget grind. Just make a scene and watch the retweets roll in. And that doesn't just hurt Angel Reese, it hurts the entire sport. Women's basketball has finally found the light, and instead of celebrating its rise, we're debating one player's meltdown like it's a cultural milestone. That's not progress. That's self-sabotage disguised as empowerment.
Has her little back warmer brace thing around her warm-up gear. She didn't even have her hair tied up, and she didn't play in the first half. And then after the first half, we get this announcement. So you guys, this is actually in the middle of the game. She has never entered the game yet. We get this announcement. It says, after serving a suspension during the first half of tonight's game versus the Las Vegas Aces, Angel Reese has been ruled out for the second half due to a back injury for the team. I'm laughing because it's just all so.
But let's talk about those fans for a second, the ones fueling this fire. Why are they cheering for something so obviously backward? Because social media has rewired sports fandom. People crave villains, drama, chaos, anything that keeps their feet alive. They'll defend the indefensible if it gives them something to argue about. But here's the catch, kids don't see it that way. They see their heroes. And when heroes get applause for quitting, that lesson sticks. It's not strength. It's not leadership. It's ego, wrapped in applause. Picture this, a little leaguer strikes out, tosses his helmet, storms off. The parents stand up and clap like he just hit a home run. That's what we're watching play out here. It's not about setting boundaries. It's about selling moments. And the price? The next generation's understanding of accountability.
Tyler Marsh credit. That was some good bullshit. This dude is a master polisher. Tyler Marsh went above and beyond. He didn't just use the regular polish. This dude grabbed the chrome polish and put a double coat on this turd. For the most part, I noticed that Tyler Marsh was talking about Angel Reese on the court. He was talking about her preparation. He was talking about her work ethic. He was talking about her commitment to pretend basketball, her competitive.
The real role of athletes, especially those with massive platforms, is to model what perseverance looks like. To show kids that you finish what you start, even when it sucks, even when it's hard, even when the world's against you. That's the soul of sports. It's never been about perfection, it's about persistence. But that message's getting buried under highlight reels of walk-offs. And yeah, fans love the chaos. They love to feel like they are witnessing a moment. But this moment? It's not history, it's a warning. Because when quitting becomes entertainment, it trickles down. It normalizes giving up. It glamorizes self-centeredness. And it turns real sportsmanship into background noise.
Everything has come to a head, and when one of the biggest sports media entities in the country, The Athletic, which is now owned by the New York Times, comes out and makes this statement, well, maybe this is exactly what we all thought. Angel Reese may have thrown her teammates under the bus, ran the bus over them, and then proceeded to just quit and protest on the team.
The next time a 10-year-old doesn't get enough playtime, they won't hustle harder. They'll storm off, channel their inner Angel Reese, and wait for applause. And half the parents will clap because they are scared to look unsupportive. Then online, the narrative will twist. She's protecting her peace. But let's be real, sports aren't therapy sessions. Protecting your peace doesn't mean abandoning your teammates mid-battle. That's not self-care, that's selfishness. Role models represent more than themselves. They represent their sport, their teammates, and every kid watching. And Angel Reese isn't just Angel anymore. She's a brand, a spokesperson, a symbol. Which means every move she makes echoes way beyond the court.
Marsh has the toughest job because he's got to deal with the constant drama of Angel Reese and Angel Reese. Well, Casey, what do you mean? There's only one Angel Reese. There are two. There is Angel Reese Jr., the pretend basketball player, and there is Angel Reese Sr., better known as Mama Reese, the professional clapping back at the hater.
And here we are, applauding a meltdown like it's a championship moment. Think about the athletes who built their legacies on resilience. Jordan playing through the flu. Kobe with a busted finger. Serena powering through pain. Even Caitlin Clark, taking endless criticism and still showing up every game. These players didn't walk away, they dug deeper. That's how greatness is made. But now, Angel Reese is getting praise for reality show theatrics. If quitting mid-game earns standing ovations, what's next? Trophies for skipping practice? This isn't sports anymore, it's scripted drama with sneakers. The damage goes beyond one player. It fractures team chemistry. It plants seeds of resentment. It replaces trust with tension. Because you can't build a championship culture when everyone's waiting to see who storms off next. Real athletes stay. Real leaders grind. Real champions finish what they start.
I think Angel Reese, and I'm saying this with my chest out, I think she's quit on the Chicago Sky. She's been claiming a back injury.
And let's clear this up. This isn't a feminist victory. This isn't empowerment. This is lowering the bar and calling it progress. Women's sports don't need watered-down standards. They need accountability, excellence, and consistency. The fact that this moment went viral says it all. People weren't talking about the game, they were talking about the drama. The narrative overshadowed the sport. And that's a tragedy, because Angel Reese is talented. She has the charisma, the platform, and the ability to lead women's basketball into a golden era. But talent doesn't mean much when ego hijacks the message.
Angel Reese, this is enough. She said, I can't wait for this season to end. Hawaii calling my name. I need a little break from America for real. Girl, do you know that Hawaii is in America? You must be the dumbest thing to ever walk this earth. You talking about you make $1,400 in 7 days, while we make it in a week. Same thing. I'm starting to think you're dumb, Angel Reese, or you're a clip farmer. You're trying to be like Flight.
Instead of being remembered as the fighter who helped take women's basketball to new heights, she's becoming the headline queen. The one known more for chaos than clutch moments. And that stains everything. Sponsors notice. Networks notice. The league notices. This isn't just about her image, it's about the image of the sport she represents. Because at some point, fans, brands, and the game itself have to decide, do we want women's basketball to grow into a respected, powerful league that inspires, or do we want it to morph into a reality show that rewards meltdowns? Right now, the cheers are sending a message loud and clear. They don't want resilience. They want drama.